Y'all saw how quick that trade was. The trend will be our friend in this whole instance. If you look here, we are trending down bearish. What God has for me is for me. Right now, my main focus is on practicing taking good setups and practicing how to walk away after I take a good setup. Let's go. I think I'm gonna just close that. Close. Let's go. What's up, y'all? Good morning. Back at it again with another video. I was about to get me some coffee, but the opening is in 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead to my computer and see if my setup has presented itself yet. Okay, hold on. Let me reset. I don't have any lights on in here. I'm sorry, y'all. Is that better or worse? Okay, anyway, what's up, y'all? So today is Monday. It's a new trading day. I'm currently waiting for a setup, and I was gonna run over and get me some coffee real quick, but then I realized, oh my goodness, it's 9:28. So I want to see what the market's gonna do first before I run. I don't think my setup is quite ready. I'm gonna let y'all see it. So I'm looking to take a supply setup potentially. There's a 5-minute supply, and then also this 15-minute supply as well. So double confluence there. I do like that. So I've sent this out to my group. Where's my phone? Can I pause this? All right, so I sent this setup to my group. This is what I want to take. So let's see if it happens. Just gonna wait here. Opening in 15 seconds. I'm trying to get my... Oh, there it is. Looks like we're coming up, y'all. We just might tap this 15-minute zone. Let's look at it from the 15. We just might get a tap here. We just gotta wait and be patient. 9:30 just opened, so let's see. I gotta tell them to lock in, like, I have to tell them to lock in, like, $9:30 just opened. Period. Let's see if we can get a tap. All right, so let's see what happens, y'all. The only thing about this I don't like is we do have a double bottom here technically. So the trend will be our friend in this whole instance. If you look here, we are trending down bearish, as you can see. So I'm expecting price to come back down. Where's my arrow? So I'm expecting price to come on up and come back down, right? So let's see if we can get that and get an entry. I'm willing to bet my money on that. So let's see. Come on, NQ. Just try not to tap. It got so close to my 15. Oh, wait. Wait. Nah, it still didn't tap. It didn't tap, y'all. I have to wait for a tap. So let's just keep waiting. I'll come back if we get anything. This is a part of the game. It's only 9:32. So, ooh, there it is. There it is. There it is. That's what I wanted. So that's what I want to see right here. So how price reacts right here is very, very important. Okay. Trying to set up. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Let's see how the 5-minute looks. See if I can take entry from the 5. It's rejecting pretty hard, but I'm gonna wait. So an aggressive entry would be like taking an entry right now, like during the current wick, during the current candle. That's you just getting in aggressive, saying, hey, I'm expecting the price to react at some point here. I'm just going to do that. But when you take a more conservative entry, that is when you're waiting for the candle to close, and then you're waiting for a bearish candle to form, like where you see a red candle coming out of your zone. That's a more conservative entry. Now, the thing about that, sometimes you can miss a good entry. Sometimes it'll make your stop loss larger. So there are pros and cons to it. You just gotta kind of figure out what works for you. I know for me, it's Monday. I'm not really, I don't know. I don't want to take an aggressive entry just yet. I'm okay on aggressive entries. So here comes a more conservative entry. If I can get a bearish candle here, but let me look at my 15. The 15 is still open. No, let me not. Let me wait. Because the 15 tapped, but not the 5. The 5-minute tap would be up here. So let's see if the 5 even gets tapped. Or if, you know, price will just react here. If so, let's see if we can get a bearish closure and then take sales. But I'm just going to wait and see. I'm really wanting, let's see if I want it short. How big is my stop? Break of the candle. I'm in break of the candle, y'all. So right here, this is my entry. And then my stop is gonna be this current candle. Let's see. It's my 1-to-1. There we go. See if we can catch a 1-to-1. Yeah, this is my 1-to-1 right here. And then if we run through that, I'm going to see if I can hold it to a 1-to-2. Let's go. My 1-to-2 would be down here. Yeah. Yep, 1-to-1 tap. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. I think I'm gonna just close that. Yeah, let me close it. Close. Let's go. That was too easy. All right. Ooh, I went to something else. That was crazy. There it is, guys. Can I zoom in? Up. Y'all, I'm still trying to learn how to work this freaking camera. Like, how do I make it zoom in? I don't know. Anyway, I'm not gonna keep trying to do this, but y'all saw how quick that trade was. I almost missed it because I wanted to get my coffee, but I decided to wait. Hey, supply and demand works. Now, this one was a little bit different. This is what I be trying to tell y'all when I say supply and demand sometimes can be different. Today, this 15-minute supply zone is what tapped, right? Tapped on the 15, but I used my 5-minute candles to take an entry. If I would have waited for my 15-minute candle, we would have still been waiting to get into this trade, right? If we were waiting for this candle to close, or even if I was waiting for this 5-minute to tap the 5-minute zone, we would still be waiting to get into this trade. But you see how I had to mix the 15-minute time frame with the 5? Sometimes that's going to happen, right? The trend is your friend until it breaks. You can clearly see the trend, right? Just follow it. And we're using these zones to get entries into these trades. This is what we want. We want easy setups that make sense, that go with the trend. And these entries, again, are like train stops. If y'all have seen my older videos, these are our train stops, y'all. It happens so many times in the market. Like all these peaks and valleys up here, these are all supply zones, right? These are all supply zones. the market is tapping these zones, and I'm not drawing them perfectly. I'm just kind of just drawing them in a way so you can see it. You can see how these peaks are happening in the market. These are your zones. You wait for it to get tapped, boop, and then you get in, right? Price tapped the zone. In this instance, it was just a 15-minute zone. If you go to the 15-minute time frame, you can see these zones. It's the same thing, right? You just wait for price to peak up and come down. Peak up, come down. Peak up, come down. Simple as that, right? Let's not complicate it. It's still going. I wouldn't be surprised if we dip even lower because, of course, y'all know we're in a bearish trend right now. But I hope y'all understand how we had a 5-minute supply inside of a 15-minute supply zone. When that happens, I'm okay with using a 15-minute supply, right? Because it's all combined together. We got the tap. Sometimes price is not going to come up and tap your zone. You got to prepare for unorthodox things. Sometimes it may come all the way up to the 5-minute supply zone. But today we didn't. Overall, it was a good trade, y'all. Like, super textbook, super straight to the point. The trend is your friend until it breaks, y'all. All we're doing is waiting for these zones in order to catch something good. All right, y'all. So my trading day is done. I'm probably going to go through some emails. I still haven't got my coffee yet. I'm going to go get some coffee, go through some emails. I want to go ahead and edit this vlog because I'm going to get this up for y'all. I'm trying to do a lot better with being consistent and posting. So I really want y'all to see this setup and trade. Hopefully you guys like the lifestyle video. All right, y'all. So I made it down here. I realized I think I'm going to get me some tea instead of coffee because I do want to hit the gym. Give me a second. I have people in here. My face dragging on. Is it just me? But I get so awkward when people come around and I'm vlogging and I'm just like, okay, let me just stop vlogging because maybe they don't want to be on camera. I don't want to offend anybody. Let's just add some sugars. See how this tastes. It's really hot. I was gonna go to the gym, but they're doing cleaning in there. Like maintenance is in there cleaning, and I don't want to be in the way. So I'm just gonna probably wait and go to the gym. So yeah, let's go back into the crib. So I went to get some tea real quick, and I come back. I probably was gone maybe 10 minutes, if that. Look at this. Look at this. Should have held a runner today, but shoulda, woulda, coulda, y'all. Like, I don't know how I feel about this. Like, this is my main thing. Let me flip this back around. I tell people all the time. So I used to be a super, let me check out my mic. I used to be a super over trader. I would make money, get back into the market, and just keep going until I eventually either lose the entire account. So like seeing stuff like this used to bother me, but now I've gotten like, I think so emotionless, right? Because I've lost so much money because I decided to overtrade, because I decided to hop back into the market. And it's really just about taking your setups and taking what you plan and prepare for. I planned and I prepared for my 1 to 2. I got my 1 to 2. I'm happy with my results. Yes, today could have been a probably $6,000 or $7,000 day. Y'all, look at this. It's still going. It's literally still going. But if it's not a part of your plan, then it's just like, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get my face back. But if it's not a part of your plan, just don't even worry about it. Because one day the time will come where I'm catching these setups. You know what I'm saying? Like, this camera really just irks me sometimes. Because I'm gonna see how much this went down for. Yeah, this came all the way down for a 1 to 6. Yeah. So I definitely would have had like a $6,000 to $7,000 day if I would have caught this. But you know, just trade what's for you is what's for you. That's all I could say. What God has for me is for me. You know, I'm gonna have those days eventually. I'm gonna feel confident enough to hold the positions, but right now my main focus is on practicing taking good setups and practicing how to walk away after I take a good setup, which is why y'all notice as soon as I finish taking that setup, after I post my content on whatever it is it may be, I'm either hopping off to go edit a reel, edit a video, to go get some coffee, go get some tea. I have to do something away from my computer, right? As soon as I win. Because if I don't, I'm going to be looking for more. And I can tell by this setup, I would have probably been looking for more if I would have stayed on my computer. I would have probably tried to hop in, started being FOMO, not being confident in the direction. I would start getting jittery and all this. Like, I don't have time for that. I'd rather have a nice, smooth execution, just like how y'all saw. Y'all saw the trade. The trade played out smoothly. Stop loss set, TP hit, and that was all she wrote. And it was such an easy, smooth day. You yourself is who makes it hard, right? I would have made my life a lot harder, or made my trading day a lot harder, if I would have tried to chase and continuously chase the market. And even if I would have won today, sometimes you will win when you're going against your rules. But it'll be a day where I'm going to be up and I go against my rules, and then I end up being down completely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had so many of those days. So it's like, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. All this does is teaches me, okay, maybe you should get more comfortable with holding runners. Maybe you should get more comfortable or confident in, you know, putting your stop loss at break even, taking some partials. Like, you gotta learn how to hold runners, because that's how you're gonna catch these good setups. But you're not gonna catch good setups hopping in and out of trades and just kind of getting jittery and getting FOMO-y and just crossing your fingers and hoping that you catch a 200 pip candle. You know what I'm saying? So that's about it for this video, y'all. I'm very happy with myself with this trade. I'm gonna let y'all see it one more time, because I'm just looking at it in awe, like, wow. But yeah, all I could just say is wow. And just try to find gratitude in the whole situation, right? This just shows me I can trade. I do know what I'm doing. I am able to predict the market, you know, and that's what this is really all about. Being able to predict the market and just taking a piece of the pie and going home. So thank y'all so much for watching this video. I appreciate y'all so much. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. The broker that I use is in my bio, so if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and check them out. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.